I think it's helped me to focus and notice things that that we hadn't really picked up on before within the setting and with families and supporting the children who are coming to us from a diverse range of backgrounds right now.
The ELS has sort of supported me with developing an understanding and a greater understanding of anti-racism. It supported us thinking about it in a whole school way, all the way down from our curriculum to our policies to thinking about how we can ensure a more equitable and inclusive curriculum for our learners, and just thinking that more strategic oversight, embedding more sort of research practice, and then just having that opportunity to collaborate with other people from other schools and at different levels as well to see how they're implementing things.
Being on the DARPL Leadership Series has really enabled me myself as a leader to reflect on how a lot of my children and school community are feeling. So that's enabled us to develop our school priorities to make sure we're inclusive of everybody. It's enabled myself as a leader to have my team and team of governors to reflect on the current policies we've got in place and actually organise training throughout the year so that this is a whole school approach.
When I started doing this and we were talking about anti-racism, I really had to question what that was for me. But then I realised it's not just about anti-racism, it's about the whole curriculum, the whole school ethos, and it's really made me think about it's a whole school, whole staff, all involved community project that we need to undertake so that everyone's got a voice in it, because it's not just something that you can just do or it's complete in a couple of days, you know, it's a whole change of thoughts, feelings and people's views on things. From someone who comes from a school with all white or nearly all white staff, you can get caught up in that bubble, and I think it's really important to be challenged and think about other things that you might not normally think of.
Today we've been talking a lot about Cynefin and that sense of belonging and that sense of safety. I think in order for all children to feel like they belong within their communities, within their schools in Wales, they need to feel safe. We know that there's an element of underreporting, and I think if children feel safe within their communities and within their schools, and they feel like they can approach teachers where racism is part of the conversation, then they're more likely to have that sense of belonging and that sense of safety within schools and within their communities.
I feel like I'm a different person to what I was 6-10 months ago. I have worked in very white schools up until this time, and I've treated everyone the same, and I would always have described myself as someone who was not racist, but I am absolutely an anti-racist person now, and I feel very deeply that I understand that difference. And so now as a leader, I feel it's my responsibility to make sure that I am imparting that and that I am really challenging people over their actions, their words.